Hello, good people. Hello. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective with my guest, Ira Kelly. And so, this is the weekend of Father's Day. And I just want to take a few moments because I happen to, not only did I grow up with and still have, I thank God that he is alive and doing very, very well. I have a phenomenal father, great daddy. And thank you for all who are joining us. Hello, Miss Stephanie and Johnny. So I have a father, and they typically say, little girls grow up to marry their father in some version. And so in this version in particular, I did because my husband happens to be just an excellent father. You really are.
No, not that again.
What do you mean not that again? You're a great dad.
I know. Let's talk about other people.
Okay, well, but I don't have anybody else here to talk about. Nobody else is here. So I'm just going to say, what do you most like about being a dad?
I love being a dad. Every aspect of being a father with me. I remember my children being born. I remember cutting the cord. I remember giving them their first bath.
Yes.
I remember the first words. I remember the first steps. I remember changing the diapers. I remember teaching them how to walk. I remember teaching them how to skate, how to swim, taking them to their first recital, riding a bike, all the way up to driving cars. Now, I love every aspect of being a father. I believe in no lapse time in being a daddy. So it's a pleasure for me. So it's not always sweet because at sometimes they have a tendency to make you feel stupid, and you're really not stupid. They're stupid.
How you gonna say?
They are stupid. I mean, they make me. I mean, they have to do research on a project, like the project Ziza had to do, and she had to speak to an entrepreneur, and you tell them, talk to your daddy. She said, no, his daddy don't know nothing. I mean, little things like that, but nothing. There's no greater feeling to me than being active in their lives and just watching them nurture into the women that we want, that I would like to see them be, and it's just a nice thing. That's it.
Okay, so I agree with that. He really has been in every aspect of their life. You've been there.
She's saying that we have been in the midst of a village of unbelievable fathers.
That's
Eric
a good point.
Bradford,
Oh, yes, that's a good point.
Josh Hitchens, the Swanfords. I could go on naming the influences that we've had in our lives on our children, because I'm one of those dads that I don't like my children going anywhere, but if they go somewhere and they're going places and the family that they're with, they're afraid to reprimand them if they're wrong. They're not going. Because if your child's in my care, I treat them like my own.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that. Thank you for all who are joining us. It is my hope that you enjoy this Father's Day weekend. If you have a dad living, that you would recognize and honor them and just enjoy them. If not, yes.
And my biological father was my father, but my stepfather was my dad. So he doesn't have to be your biological father to be dad, because it's the man in your life that provided the stability, the leadership, and the nurturing.
That's good. That's very, very good. That is so true. And you mentioned villagers. That's where the village comes into play, because we can't be everything our children need. They're going to have to hear other voices.
True.
It's incumbent upon us as parents to make sure the voices that make up the village are trustworthy and loving and caring and, want the best for your children. So even outside of the two of us and outside of their grandparents, villagers have played an important role in the lives of our children. So, Baron, please take real good care of yourselves in that very, very hot temperature as you drive across. And let me just say this before we sign off. Ira has always done, he came on the first time just because we just happened to do it for our anniversary. But ever since then, he has come because I've asked him to come because, you contribute so much and you give a different perspective. But this is not his deal. He much prefers to be background. So I am just announcing this, that I don't know if this is your last time, but I think he's only going to be coming on here for special appearances. Okay, so...
Can I say one more thing about
please?
that, Dad?
Oh, okay, Daddy.
One of the hardest things I've ever done as a father was to send Ziza her last text when she...
I don't know what you're talking about.
When she graduated high school and she went away to college, I sent her a text telling her that I'm proud of her for being a young lady, and at this point, I would no longer tell you what to do. I would move into the advisory capacity. I want you to go out there and live your life and be a trailblazer. And if you blaze that trail right, that trail will become a road and be traveled by many people, saying that you have to go out there and make decisions that you can live with. So that's, some dad's going to face that, and we all want to be in control, but we can't. I mean, every time we try to steer them one way, they're going to go the way they want to go. So if it's not a detriment, I shut up. I have no problem shutting up.
We set the foundation and let them go. Let them go.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you again for joining us. Thank you, Ira, for joining me.
Stop, Holly.
Thank you. This relaxes him. He's not trying to be relaxed. So thank you for joining me. And everyone else, take real good care of yourselves. Take very good care of yourselves. And happy Father's Day to every father out there. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. I did that for you, Eric.